12 years of civil war certainly has taken its toll on a small African country called Burundi. It's often ranked as being one of the worst in the world for poverty. Here in Edmonton, some people are trying to make a difference. Bill Rice is from Edmonton Youth for Christ. He traveled to the African nation of Burundi a little earlier this year. Joins us now. Welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
We saw basically where Burundi is, right in the heart of Africa, I guess, isn't it?
Yes, it's one of the smaller countries. You can fit 27 Burundis in Alberta alone.
That's bad, but the 8 million people?
8 million people. It's the size of the state of Maryland, so you can imagine in the capital city is only about 300,000. The rest of the people are just strewn across. Like, we've never seen so many people on roads and countryside.
Now, why Burundi? Why did you sort of choose that as a place you wanted to go and do somewhere and help people out?
Well, we're an international organization, and the international director for Youth for Christ, I asked him, what's the country needs the most help? And he said Burundi instantly. It is one of the poorest. It's a landlocked country. It's in the bottom 2 in the world, and he said they're ready for help. Very few groups go in to help them.
Well, we have a few pictures that you brought back so that we can take a peek at these. And the living conditions, you know, it's basically agricultural based, but very poor.
Yes, they have little to no economy, a little bit of coffee and tea exports and import stuff, but 80%, I think, almost unemployment. That village right there, that hut has 9 people living in it.
9 people?
And that's a pygmy village, which like 2 people out of their entire tribe have actually graduated from university. So, and those are child soldiers right there, and teen prostitutes. Those child soldiers have been involved in rape and murder and all those things. So trying to get their lives straightened out and find a job, and that's part of what we're doing to help them.
Well, the desperation has driven some to go into desperate measures, I suppose. Right?
Yeah, mostly the crime is from the desperation of poverty. Yeah.
The warfare, is it flaring up again there?
Just recently, yes, in the last 2 weeks. So it's died down again. It was more one day, but definitely a scare for a country that's had it for so long. And the genocide that happened in Rwanda actually started in Burundi.
What exactly is your group trying to do? You know, because there's Band-Aid measures, there's feeding people or helping people short term, but...
Well, we came up with the name of DROP, which is Daring to Reach Orphaned People, and we've ended up getting containers. We've had 5 vehicles donated, and we'd like to fill those containers with the generosity of Edmontonians and Canadians, especially youth. If we can get them involved, we really feel like they can make a huge difference. So we have a list of container items, and if people want to donate cash or Canadian Tire money or whatever they can, anything will help. But we want to fill those containers and help give people some...
What kind of items would you want to see in those containers? What kind of things are you talking about?
Everything from the orphanage, you know, the school supplies, clothing, tons of clothing, computers for the offices of these groups that are trying to help people to communicate with the outside world is a big thing. Yeah. All sorts of things, bikes, motorbikes, a toolkit for these young soldiers so they can have a job, anything. And the list is quite extensive, actually, so if people go on there, there's lots of options. Okay,
here's some details on this. The drop box, it's Dare to Reach Orphaned People. Donations can be made at the Calvary Community Church, 8704 Millwoods Road. And by the way, there's an event coming up as well. If you want to drop things off June 10th, in May and June rather, you can drop things off between 10 and 2 o'clock. The website, by the way, is yfced.com. Yeah. About that. All the best with this. Good luck with it.
Thank you very much.
And hope you can make the difference you want to.
Yes.